New details in a story uncovered first by KXLY4. But first, a warning to you. The details of this story are graphic and they are disturbing. Today, we are learning that more charges are likely against the Grant County mother accused of raping her own children and a 2-week-old infant she was babysitting live on a webcam. Pamela Ortega told police she performed sex acts on these children for men watching online. She also admitted attempting to set up sexual liaisons for men with her children. KXLY4's McKay was in Grant County today, and we're learning a lot more about Pamela Ortega.
Right, this is a woman who has no criminal record. She doesn't drive, so she doesn't even have a speeding ticket. But yet, even with that spotless record, she's accused of what one investigator told me today is the most awful thing not only he's investigated, but ever heard of.
Pamela Ortega's MySpace page is a shrine to her children. I have 2 wonderful kids that are my life, she writes. I stay at home with them so I don't get out that much. Being a mother is the greatest accomplishment I could have ever dreamed of achieving, she continues. It is the one thing I do the very best in this life. This is the mother now charged with child rape of her own children, accused of performing sex acts on her 8-year-old daughter and 6-year-old son, as well as a 2-week-old infant she was babysitting. Men she chatted with via webcam online would type directions of things for Ortega to perform on her children, and so she did it. This is the apartment, Unit 9 in Warden's Vista Park Village, where Ortega and her children lived. Neighbors say Ortega was strange.
The first time I seen her, I just didn't like her. There's something about her.
You knew that there was something wrong.
You did?
You could tell that there was something wrong.
We're going to push this very aggressively. It's a high priority case for us. It's very serious.
Grant County's prosecutor says it's difficult not to take this case too personally.
When you have a case where the victims are children, obviously it's a little more serious. I have 2 children of my own, and so it's hard to remove yourself from the facts of the case and not allow yourself to become a little emotionally involved in a case of this nature.
Ortega remains in Grant County Jail, charged with 4 counts of child rape. The minimum, if convicted, is 20 years. We are told, however, that it is likely that more charges, both state and or federal, could be fired. Now, she could, because of those additional charges, easily spend the rest of her life in jail.
And this is not a case that is just focused on Grant County. This particular case stretches worldwide.
Right. The FBI is investigating. There were men in Europe who tipped the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children off. There are men around the world. Name a country. There's someone associated with this loose network of people who do this type of thing that police all over the world are now investigating.